Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fergan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today is about confirmation bias. What is confirmation bias and how it fails so many people? But before we start, I'd like to talk about a book, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. We are now editing the final mistakes that we found, and I can reassure you, this book will blow you away and will change your life. How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. In this book we cover the following topics: manhood, what is a man, how to be a man, women, relationships and sex, media manipulation, indoctrination by the movies, health, food and exercise, why it's so important, money, wealth, what you need to know, what you're not taught at school, value, what it is and why it's so important, how to overcome the biggest phenomena in our generation of depression and fear, where 8 people in Australia commit suicide a day, 6 men, 2 women, and nobody talks about it. Happiness and fulfillment, feminism, the real truth, family court, false accusation, how to be social, build a great network, keep up, and how to maintain your relationship, and summary of the rules that will save your life. The book is for sale digitally, online, for $20 US. Anybody that's interested, a link is below this video and other videos. But when the final conclusion comes out, you'll get it back as long as you show me that you paid for an extra $5 and you'll get the final print. So today, we're going to talk about confirmation bias. What is confirmation bias and how it fails us? A lot of people, when they go to certain people or friends or whatever to ask about a certain issue, they have a relationship or a problem at work, instead of asking for advice or seeing the situation in a medium, not being biased, they're only looking for confirmation what they're thinking. So for example, a problem's got a relationship problem. So he goes to one of his friends or her friends or whatever and says, he did this, he did this, he did this. Well, if he did this, it means this, it means this, it means this. If she goes to 6, 7 people, she'll only listen to the people that confirm her bias. Meaning she will listen to the people that confirm what she wants. Other people that will tell her other things, she will pretty much ignore it. She will look and go, yeah, she's listening, but not listening. And this is why I want to tell you, be very, very aware of confirmation bias. We all make that mistake, including myself, by the way, and this is how I come up with this. Because a great friend of mine talked to me about this last week. His name's David, but that's as far as I'm going to go. And he explained to me this phenomena. And I realized how many mistakes we all guilty of, including myself. And this is where I wanted to bring this to your attention. So when you approach a situation or any problem whatsoever, in any endeavor life, pay notice if you are looking for confirmation bias, or you're actually looking at the situation or the problem partially, where you're actually listening to both sides of the spectrum. And you're not ignoring other things and just confirming the bias, what you want. Because I have news for you. Confirmation bias fails us dismally a lot. For example, a woman who got to her girlfriends and she said, this has happened and this has happened. And she goes to 6, 7 friends, like I said earlier, and one will say this, one will say this, one will say this. She will only listen to the 2 that confirm the bias. But the other 4 or 5 that said, well, if he did this and this, I would do this and this. So she goes, does what she wants anyway. Then 3, 4 weeks later she comes, look what happened to me, he did this and then this. And those particular people, well, he told you, but this is different. It's never different. I said this many times. The only time you're different is when you are different. So pay notice to confirmation bias with its relationship, work problems, and try, like I said to many people that I work with, take a piece of paper and write down the pluses and minuses. You don't have to listen to everybody, but people that do not take advice from people that are higher than them will never succeed. For example, in this book, I thought it's fantastic. But after I've given the book to 3, 4 people, we found many grammar errors that I was oblivious to. When I actually didn't think what I want, I found many mistakes. And this is where now, this week, I contacted a fellow that is a genius when it comes to English, and he's going to do the final editing, and it's in process as we're talking. So pay notice to the confirmation bias. And I've got news for you. Once you understand confirmation bias, things will happen to you like never before. The decisions you make will be more structured. The decisions you make will be more sensible. And you make less mistakes. But not only that, I have great news for you. Your confidence will rise. And people will look at you as an authoritative figure, because they'll see that most of the decisions you make them thinking rather than feeling. There's nothing wrong with feelings, but our feelings and our confirmation bias sometimes delude us, because we are looking at the short term, the instant gratification, and therefore it fails us. This is why I said in my book that the most important is for the mind to control the feeling. There's nothing wrong with feelings. But when the feelings control the mind, you do things irrationally and then make mistakes. So I ask you today, next time you have a big decision, sit down by yourself, disconnect everything, write on a piece of paper the pluses and the minuses. And I say this in my book. And talk to other people that are confident, that you see a higher level than you. People that you believe in and trust. Because if you cannot trust anybody, nobody can trust you too. I don't trust everybody, but I trust a few people. And these men and these people help me a lot. And I will always be grateful to them to the day I die. So think about the confirmation bias and how it fails many people because they let their feelings override their thinking. Please subscribe to our channel, because great stuff are coming your way. I am listening to you. I'm here for you, so we can solve your issues. We have here at All Total Coaching 300 videos on every aspect of life, from breakup for relationships to your mindset, to shifting your mindset from depression and despair to happiness. We have how people fail and why they fail. We have a video on instant gratification. We have dating tips. We have many aspects on every aspect of your life. I've been working on this for 7 years relentlessly. Subscribe to our channel, press the icon button of the bell, so the moment we release a video, you'll be notified. We're going to have a few dating videos very, very soon, but I wanted to bring this to your attention. And like I said earlier, look us up at www.alltotalcoaching.com. I can change your life. The question is, do you want to? Or are you going to keep doing the same thing again and again and again? And instead of thinking and concentrating, you're following Kim Kardashian, another dumb model on Instagram, because 95% of those Instagram models are photoshopped and they look nowhere near those pictures. There's a particular woman, I will not mention her name, because she knows me. She's on Instagram, and a friend of mine said, "Now, did you see XYZ, blah, blah, blah?" I said, "Man, she doesn't look like the pictures." He said, "Really?" I told him what she is, and I brought him over and he looked at her, he was shocked. Now, I'm not saying all women are like this, but a lot of them do this. So don't be deluded by what you see on the net, because most of the pictures today are photoshopped and then they're nowhere near reality. Focus, my dear friends. We have videos on how to kill procrastination. That's coming. That's what we just did recently. Focus, my dear friends, because your purpose as a man is the most important thing in life, and your state of mind. And I've said this many, many times, people. Thank you for listening. Look us up at www.alltotalcoaching.com. As I said earlier, if you've got any questions, small or big, we'll try to answer as many people as I can. I've been swamped with many, many questions. I can't answer everybody, but I promise you I'll do the best to answer you. Whether it's in the comment section, or we'll do a video, or I'll answer you directly at john@sosdating.com. As always, you know who I am? My best friend you've ever had. I'm Johnny Forgan. Speak soon.